कांग्रेस का एजेंडा है कि देश भर की आदिवासी जातियां आपस में लड़ती रहें, उनकी सामूहिक आदिवासी ताकत खत्म हो जाए। अब कांग्रेस एससी, एसटी, ओबीसी समाज की एक जाति को दूसरे के खिलाफ खड़ा कर रही है। इसलिए मैं कहता हूं, एक है तो सेफ है।
बटेंगे तो कटेंगे, बटेंगे तो कटेंगे, एक रहेंगे तो नेक रहेंगे।
या निवडणुकीमध्ये आपण बघितलं कशा प्रकारे वोट जिहाद आपल्याला पाहायला मिळाला। वोट जिहाद, निवडणुकीतली हार जीत महत्वाची नाही, कधी हा पक्ष जिंकेल कधी तो पक्ष जिंकेल, पण काही लोकांचा आत्मविश्वास एवढा वाढलाय, त्यांना असं वाटतंय आमची संख्या कमी असली तरी आम्ही संघटित मतदान करून या ठिकाणी हिंदुत्ववाद्यांना पराभूत करू शकतो।
Viewers, thank you for joining us on India Upfront. You heard the reactions of Prime Minister Modi, Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh Yogi Adityanath, and Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra Devendra Fadnavis, who talked about vote jihad. I have a letter in my hand, and I want to split our screens with the contents of this letter. There you go. What does it have? Will you vote for those who interfere with Shariat? Will you vote for those imposing CAA and NRC? Will you vote for those who are imposing UCC on Muslims? Viewers, all this is not the anchor speaking. This is what 180 Muslim NGOs are asking as they come together to make one appeal. Vote against Modi. Viewers, these NGOs are not only opposing a uniform law for the country and endorsing the Shariat, but they are pushing for their cause by appealing for votes for India bloc. The same alliance that speaks of Mohabbat ki Dukan, but here's what happens. But when the Prime Minister calls for Hindu community to unite, the same alliance is riled up, calls it communal rhetoric. Time and again in the run-up to the Maharashtra elections, senior BJP leaders, including the Prime Minister and UP CM Yogi Adityanath, have echoed one message: कटेंगे तो बटेंगे, एक है तो सेफ है, unite. The alliance that is being endorsed by those who are quite literally employing this vote jihad toolkit to further their agenda is accusing the BJP of being communal and dividing the country only because they are calling for the unity of Hindu community. The Prime Minister, for instance, in his public address said that the opposition wants to divide Hindus into SC, STs, Dalits. Unite. But they will not condemn those call for vote jihad, those who call for boycott of Muslims, who endorse the BJP. But if a call for a community to divide is communal, then tonight we ask viewers, is vote jihad really India's version of secularism?
मराठी मुस्लिम सेवा संघ ने फैसला किया है कि जिस तरह हमने पार्लियामेंट में मोदी के 400 पार का नारा था, उस नारे के रोकने के लिए और संविधान और देश की रक्षा के लिए हमने मैदान में उतर के पूरे महाराष्ट्र में हमारे समाज के अंदर अवेयरनेस लाके ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा वोटिंग करवाने लगाए।
अच्छा, ये वो अच्छी बात है। वो तो अगर वो कर रहे हैं लोग तो उनको लगता है वो क्यों एमवीए के पास क्यों जाए। एमवीए जो है वो सांप्रदायिकता नहीं करती है, लेकिन जो दूसरा गठबंधन है बीजेपी का, वो तो रोज आना सिर्फ और हिंदू मुस्लिम करते रहते हैं।
महाराष्ट्र की जनता बहुत समझदार है, वो देख रही है, सोच रही है, समझ रही है। वो इनके हिंदू मुस्लिम कौन किसके लिए अपील कर रहा है, हमारे लिए तो मुझे है कि 4.5 करोड़ 4.5 करोड़ बहनें अपील कर रही हैं।
400 एनजीओ का फेडरेशन और वो और उसके अध्यक्ष प्रचार कहते हैं कि नरेंद्र मोदी भारतीय जनता पार्टी नौजवान मुस्लिमों का लिंचिंग करते हैं, हत्या करते हैं। ये जो वोट जिहाद कैंपेन मुस्लिमों में जो भावना फैला रहा है, उसके कारण दंगा फसाद हो सकता है।
Let's open this up quickly. RP Singh, the national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Ishtaran Bhandari, Tushar Gupta, Tehseen Poonawala, Vivek Srivastava, Mohammad Tariq Khan, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Vivek Srivastava, what brand of secularism is this? ये जो चिट्ठी है स्क्रीन पे भी है सर, that will you vote for those who interfere with Shariat? Does the country run on Shariat?
क्या बुरा है? सही लिखा है। नहीं सही लिखा है। क्या गलत लिखा है? क्या गलत लिखा है? What is wrong? People have a right to raise the issues when you start bulldozing them just because they are a different community. So if they're trying to raise their voice democratically, there is nothing wrong. I don't see what is wrong. When you have the RSS, the Bajrang Dal, friends of the RSS abroad, Hindu Sena, Hindu Shamsher Sena, Durga Vahini, Chandi Dal, मैं आपको 1000 से ज्यादा NGOs गिना दूंगा जिनका मकसद सिर्फ एक वोट मोबिलाइजेशन है बीजेपी के लिए, full of hatred for the Muslims, just spreading hates across the social media. More than thousands of such NGOs. Much more powerful, more rich, more funds.
At the mere 1 minute, sir, at the mere utterance of the word Hindu Rashtra, the opposition starts jumping up and down. Here, people are calling for Shariat, and you say what is wrong? Vivek Srivastava, are you okay? Have you forgotten?
No.
Okay, let me ask you this. Wait.
No.
Vivek Srivastava, let me ask you this. Do you really believe Congress is a secular party?
No, you will take me to Kerala. I know the way your mind works. Yes, Congress is a secular party, no doubt. We have had differences with them. The relationship has been up and down at times. In 1950s, our government was, removed by the then Nehru regime. Yes. But then, however, yes, it is a big party. It has made a major contribution to the secular fabric of this country.
Yeah.
Taken all the communities and the caste together and contributed to the national growth. There's no doubt about it.
Then is Pinarayi Vijayan from the RSS?
Talk on Kerala, I can do that also.
Because since you claim to read my mind.
No. Coming to Kerala.
Is Mr. Vijayan from the Sangh?
Yes. I knew you are going to come to Kerala, see.
I'm giving you the credit, sir. You are reading it right.
A valid point.
At least sometimes you get it right.
Yeah. Yes. I'm a leftist, but my left is always right,
बोलिए जवाब तो दीजिए.
Left is always right.
Is Pinarayi Vijayan from the RSS?
Right for this country. हाँ सुनिए सर, अब आप सुनिए. नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं सर. Pinarayi Vijayan complete leftist हैं, communist हैं, बड़ा अच्छा track record है, major contributions to Kerala and the country has made in his lifetime. And what he is saying is because we had intelligence reports which said that there were many karyakartas of Jamaat which had tried to come and they started canvassing for the Congress candidate in Wayanad. So now that is an institution, that is an organization that is banned, and so that is why we raised the issues and we said this should not be done.
No, so are you?
So,
no, one
fine.
minute.
It's
no,
India
1 minute. Help the
opposition space.
Just simplify this for our viewers, Vivek Srivastava. 1 minute. Are you saying the Congress is not secular in Kerala, but secular otherwise?
No, it is secular. No. Now listen to me now. If bad elements start coming into your campaign trail, you need to take some action and come and take a stand. So it is for the Congress to now say how they will react.
Okay.
I do not think deliberately it is
so
possible.
So you have no
Priyanka
problem with this call by 180 NGOs. Ishtaran, before I bring in the BJP to counter what Vivek Srivastava said, why don't you put this in context for our viewers and Vivek Srivastava, who thinks there's nothing wrong, it's an innocent vote appeal.
I will come to that, but I thought communists were ideological and they had an ideological opposition to religion and God in all its form as a bourgeois reaction and as an exploitative tool. So it's very interesting to see a communist speaking and wanting Sharia law in this nation or supporting demands of people to vote for Sharia law. That's just on communism. But let's come to the case at hand, which is very important. See, that is the problem. It is not surprising such a demand has been raised because Congress, when it brought Hindu Code Bill and codified Hindu law into what it believed should be a civil code, it left the Muslims out of the purview of it. Whereas our constitution clearly envisaged we'll have a uniform civil code. So at the very beginning, when you get your own personal code, you start demanding more. You probably want Sharia law to come into this picture. Though it is very interesting, no Muslim wants to be punished as per Muslim law for a criminal activity. Then they are very happy to be under the IPC or CRPC that it used to be and now the new code. Because there they found the punishment light. So you pick and choose. For criminal law, for the ability to give loans, for contractual obligations, you all want the modern law. But to preserve your control over the rights of women, to preserve your control over property, there you are very happily arguing for Sharia law to be applied in this nation selectively. That is the hypocrisy. Now coming to what the demands are. Any appeal on the ground of religion is an electoral offense that has been held by courts various times. But these demands are not surprising because there has been a steady case in this country where honest and good Muslims also are threatened and scared to vote on religious lines so that certain vote banks benefit by it. And the communist here, speaking in favor of it, fully exposes both his ideology as well as his selective mindset, where Sharia law, or vote that you have Sharia law, those who are against Sharia law, what will happen? Because you see, and I'll end by saying this, what was Shah Bano? A judgment by the Honorable Supreme Court that a woman should get basic maintenance. That also they got overturned by the support of Congress supermajority. So I am not surprised based on the precedent from not having
this communist that you're talking about, Vivek Srivastava, who's on the show, is not an ordinary communist.
Yeah.
This communist is an evolved communist. He is communist 3.0. Last evening, on one of the debates, he even dismissed Nambudripad. Today, he is in denial about what Mr. Vijayan said. For him, Rahul Gandhi matters more than Pinarayi Vijayan. So, you know, look at the kind of tolerance that he's showing.
Absolutely not.
This is communism 3.0. Vivek Srivastava, come on, sir.
You're misquoting me now.
I'm misquoting you.
Karl Marx and Lenin, do they matter?
We are trying to tell you the reality of Modi 3.0. That is what you are trying to do. You don't find anything communal when the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh
I asked you a simple question. The unity call, एक है तो safe है. आपको communal लगता है विवेक श्रीवास्तव. People who advocate Shariat, you have no problems.
communal है सर. हिंदू इकट्ठे हो जाओ, वरना safe रहोगे, वरना मुसलमानों से मारे जाओगे. पूरी बात बोलिए ना सर.
ये किसने बोला है?
बोलिए ना सर.
ये किसने बोला विवेक श्रीवास्तव? ये किसने बोला है? The second part of the sentence किसने बोला है?
What does it imply?
No, forget the implication.
What does it imply? Everybody knows what it implies.
Then what does this imply? शरीयत मतलब क्या होता है बताइए?
नहीं अब ये
शरीयत मतलब क्या होता है?
बटेंगे तो
विवेक श्रीवास्तव, शरीयत मतलब क्या होता है? What does this? Because you know, 1 minute, sir, you are interested in talking and discussing the implications. 1 minute. Shariat, do you know Shariat, its meaning, implications?
Yeah.
If both of us have disagreements, sir tan se juda ho jayega.
Everything
that is Shariat.
Listen.
But we have constitution in the country. Let's get in the others quickly. 1 minute. One minute. Vivek Srivastava, I'll come back to you, sir. We have a lot of time. Tehseen, you know, you are a reasonable person, Tehseen. As someone who's been on many debates where we've discussed ek rahenge, nek rahenge, katenge, batenge, ek hai to safe hai. The opposition has said that, look, this is communal rhetoric, this is polarizing. How is this not communal?
So, Pranesh, thank you so much for having me on the show. There are 2 or 3 issues, and I've been since evening on various TV channels discussing Maharashtra elections. What is surprising about the Maharashtra elections and what the Honorable Prime Minister of BJP is putting up is everything is being discussed, from Jammu and Kashmir, Yasin Malik's wife, to 370, except the issues of the people of Maharashtra. So I am telling you one thing on your show. कोई नहीं बटेगा महाराष्ट्र में और बीजेपी का वोट कटेगा. Everywhere in Maharashtra that I'm going, people are saying सबसे बड़ी भूल कमल का फूल, ऐसा कोई सगा नहीं जिसको अजीत पवार ने ठगा नहीं. So Ajit Pawar and BJP are headed for a defeat, a massive defeat, a landmark defeat. The Prime Minister and the BJP can communalize or try to communalize Maharashtra as much as they want. The people of Maharashtra want answers to the following. Why are onion farmers in Maharashtra being discriminated against? Why are preferential treatments given to friends of the Prime Minister? And the most important question, why is investments fallen down in Maharashtra and investments from Maharashtra gone to other states and not in Maharashtra?
Okay.
These are the questions that people of
Let's
Maharashtra
elaborate on question number 2. What is this preferential treatment to the friends of the Prime Minister? Would you like to elaborate, Tehseen? Let's have it tonight.
There are several projects that were in Maharashtra that have been taken out of Maharashtra and have been given or have been forced to be given to other states. Now, I am all for other states also growing and prospering apart from Maharashtra. But Maharashtra, for every 1 rupee, gets back only 7 paisa. Slums in Maharashtra have been going for redevelopment in tender clauses that do not allow for competition from Maharashtra builders. These are very serious questions that builders in Maharashtra, that industrialists in Maharashtra.
No, is there a firm in particular? No. Is there a firm in particular, an industrialist, a business group that you have in mind? Let's take names if you have.
Every single business, because these are friends of mine, and obviously I will not name them without their permission, but I'm telling you,
you're not happy. No, you're not happy about your friends.
I will allow me to finish. I'm not even taking the other names, but please allow me. I'm saying every single industrialist and builder in Maharashtra that in 2014, and believe me, cheered for Prime Minister Modi. Every builder lobby was cheering for Prime Minister Modi. And I was a part of that. They were going and saying, oh, we're going to have reforms. Are today frustrated. The
that's okay. Let the voter decide. What is the Shariat call? What is this call for Shariat? Will the now? No. 1 minute. Rahul Gandhi says Jai Samvidhan. Then he waves a blank notebook. Congress leaders follow the same. And this appeal talks about Shariat. Tushar, what is this?
Correct.
If not deeply communal, divisive and dangerous?
Great point.
Good evening, Pranesh.
Let me answer that
request.
Very
No, Tehseen.
In your opening remarks, in your...
No, let Tehseen, let Tushar come in. I'll come back to you.
Or is it someone else? I'm sorry, there's a lag.
Okay. Good evening, Pranesh. Let me answer this in numbers, because you know what the opposition will do? They'll peddle this narrative of Gujarat versus Maharashtra, tax devolution, FDI, and projects going to other states, even though many projects are coming to Maharashtra, to distract from the real narrative. And let me break it down to you in numbers. Let's take a look at the Dhule Lok Sabha constituency in 2024. 6 assembly seats. 5 of the assembly seats were won by the BJP with the margin between 5,000 and 64,000 votes. One would think that's a sure shot BJP victory. A divided Hindu bloc, yet voting for the BJP overwhelmingly in 5 assembly segments. What happened in that one final assembly segment of Malegaon Central? For every 1 vote to the BJP, Pranesh, there were 44 votes to the Congress. Hear me out. For every 1 vote to the BJP, 44 votes to the Congress. 4,500 votes to the BJP, but approximately 2 lakh votes to the Congress. And that is how minority consolidation and majority division works. That is what the Prime Minister is saying, that Ek Hai Toh Safe, and eventually Congress won that Lok Sabha constituency narrowly, but they won it despite BJP winning 5 assembly segments of the 6. So when the opposition says, oh, it's not a communal appeal, we are just asking for vote on Shariat, no. What they are asking for, Pranesh, is that the minority consolidation should be so strong, irrespective of the development, irrespective of the progress, that it can negate assembly victories in 5 against 1. That is what is going on here. There's nothing innocent about what they're saying. They don't talk about the constitution, they talk about Shariat. They don't talk about UCC, they talk about hijab. They don't talk about education, but they talk about things like CA and NRC. The idea is that to galvanize the minority through fear-mongering and get them to vote in a consolidated manner so as to divide the Hindu vote. And that is what has been going on in a few Lok Sabha constituencies. And now that the BJP is calling out, the opposition is running around like a headless chicken.
RP Singh, the charge from the opposition is that the BJP is so desperate that you're using a polarizing campaign.
Well, Pranesh, let's understand, and that there's nothing new which is happening with our Congress. Remember Akhilesh Yadav's time in UP when he was Chief Minister? Villages were identified, whether it's a Muslim village or a Hindu village. According to that, the electricity would be provided. It ended there. When it comes to giving the resources of the country, the first set of resources of the country is with the Muslims. This is what the Prime Minister is on record, Manmohan Singh is on record, who has said so. For them, vote bank politics is so big that they can go to any extent. Remember that Kamal Nath close to a meeting where he said, 90% इकट्ठे हो जाओ और सब ठीक हो जाएगा. Or Rahul Gandhi going to Jammu Kashmir and meeting the journalists there and saying that we are a Muslim party only. So for them, it's very clear that they have to consolidate Muslims. For that regard, even Priyanka Vada's recent nomination filing
There wasn't any Congress flag in that rally, just all Muslim League flags. And then now what Pinarayi Vijayan is saying is furthermore damaging. I mean, furthermore alarming rather.
But who is Pinarayi Vijayan in the scheme of things? Vivek Srivastava decides the strategy of the left party. Pinarayi Vijayan कौन है?
Another second.
बोलिए सर, बोलिए.
एक सेकंड और दे दीजिए प्लीज. तो objective is somehow consolidate Muslims and divide Hindus. But we don't think that way at all. The recent Kishtwar rally, result in Jammu, 71% Muslims in that constituency,
right.
29% Hindu. We won the seat because of the work we have done,
right?
About the agenda we took.
Okay,
so
I get that larger point you're making. Tariq Khan,
Prime Minister says,
Tariq bhai, I can see that you were making notes. Vivek Srivastava ने जब से बोलना शुरू किया तब से आपने तैयारी कर ली थी. तो आपको पता है उनके तरह मैं क्या पूछूंगा या मैं गुस्ताखी करूं पूछने की?
नहीं पूछिए.
ये जो शरीयत का अपील है, ये क्या है सर? ये वोट जिहाद है, ये सेक्युलर है, कम्युनल है, क्या बताइए आप?
Let me respond. Kirit Somaiya of BJP, who was exposing Nawab Malik, who is along with BJP right now, has already made a complaint to the Election Commission as well as to the police of all these things. Let us wait and see that what Election Commission and the police has been taking a step on these issues which you have raised.
No, I am asking you. For me, your opinion matters. आपको क्या लगता है? क्या आप शरीयत में दखल अंदाजी करने वाले को वोट करोगे? इसका क्या मतलब है सर? ये बताइए. शरीयत कौन प्रॉमिस कर रहा है?
We already have constitution and India have its own constitution and we have all the law according to constitution, not by Sharia. It's simple.
But Tariq bhai, एक मिनट. I am glad. Tariq bhai, देखिए, मुझे खुशी हो रही है कि आप ऐसा कह रहे हैं, लेकिन विवेक श्रीवास्तव बोल रहे हैं इसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. आप उनको कुछ बोलिए.
Simple, our NGO can ask anything, but as a party, we cannot have a stand that there should be a Sharia law. We already have a perfect.
No, so are you saying the left is so irrelevant that the left is now, like an NGO, it can say anything?
Listen, I'm not saying that. Let me say something what BJP has said. Let me respond to that. They said that whatever opposition is doing or we are doing is the consolidation of minority votes. So when you have increased stipend of madrasa teacher, that is also consolidation of minority vote. You also want.
आप बोलते हैं. No, 1 minute. Now you are opposing this. सबका साथ सबका विकास है. उसमें if there is an outreach, you have a problem. If there is madrasa modernization, that is a problem.
Why you are saying that minority votes are consolidating against BJP?
I am not. I am only asking you this question on Shariat. Who is promising Shariat? You tell me. Is Shariat possible in India? Is Shariat possible in India? Tariq Khan, I am asking you. I am asking. 1 minute, sir. Listen, Tariq bhai, I don't beat around the bush, sir. Please, I don't have to be politically correct. जो सच बात है, लोग थोड़ी देर के लिए आते हैं, उनको बता दिया, उनको समझना चाहिए. I am not here, sugar coating anything. Who can bring Shariat in the country? आप बताइए, possible है?
I have already told you that we have constitution.
There you go. Vivek Srivastava, आप शरीयत कहां से लाएंगे? Will there be a Chinese MOU?
हाँ.
कहां से आएगा शरीयत?
नहीं, चाइनीज MOU नहीं. मैं आपको बता देता हूं, आपको मालूम नहीं है तो मैं आपको ज्ञान दे देता हूं. पहली चीज ये, जब ये देश आजाद हुआ था, एज राइटली सेड बाय इश्करण भंडारी, शरीयत का जो क्रिमिनल लॉ पार्ट है उसको नहीं फॉलो किया गया यहां के मुसलमानों ने, लेकिन जो पूजा पाठ, नमाज की पद्धति है और पर्सनल लॉज हैं उनको फॉलो किया गया. अब उसके अंदर अगर कोई पॉलिटिकल पार्टी इफ इट इज इंटरफेयरिंग और मुस्लिम समाज उसके बारे में हैप्पी नहीं फील कर रहा है, they have a right to make a statement.
ये आपने देखिए फिर से,
right to raise
विवेक श्रीवास्तव,
हजारों बार यहाँ पर
विवेक श्रीवास्तव,
1000 NGOs जो हिंदू राष्ट्र की बात करते हैं.
मैंने तो आपसे पूछा था कि अगर ये जो देखिए इसमें लिखा हुआ है, मैं आपसे एक सिंपल चीज पूछता हूं. मैं आपसे विवेक श्रीवास्तव 1 मिनट. विवेक श्रीवास्तव, स्टरन, आई कम टू यू 1 मिनट. पहले तो मैं बोल दूं कि आपने जो इम्प्लीकेशन अभी सुनाया है लोगों को, स्टरन ने वो बोला नहीं. वो स्टरन क्लैरिफाई करेंगे उन्होंने क्या बोला, आपको समझ में नहीं आया. मैं ये बोल रहा हूं, ये देखिए इसमें क्या लिखा है, मराठी मुस्लिम सेवा संघ।
नहीं,
अगर यहाँ
समझ में आ गया
विवेक श्रीवास्तव, लिसन टू मी सर, ये देखिए इसके हेडर में क्या है।
तो बताइए ये कितना बड़ा संगठन है?
आई एम आस्किंग, कितना बड़ा मतलब
ये कितना बड़ा संगठन?
अभी आप नाउ इज इट अबाउट साइज? Now is it about size?
How big is this organization?
Now is it about size of the organization or the cause that they are espousing? Had this been the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, Vivek Srivastava, I am asking you a simple question. Had this been the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh promising something else instead of Shariat, what would you call it? Simple question, answer that.
Yes. Baba, they are not asking for Shariat. They are trying to appeal against the interference of the BJP government in the personal laws. Unified Civil Code, Ishkaran Bhandari yahan baithe hain.
No, 1 minute. How is the BJP interfering? How is the BJP interfering in personal laws? Vivek Srivastava, 1 minute. आप मुझसे बात कीजिए ना, आप मुझसे बात कीजिए सर. I'm asking you. How is the BJP interfering in personal laws of Muslims? How?
हाँ. जी. You have when the draft of the Uniform Civil Code which they are trying to get, it is totally going to interfere into the personal affairs of the Muslim community. It is for them to bring a change in their own habits.
Have you seen the draft?
And very mysteriously, the Uttarakhand
have you seen the draft?
Has kept, no,
a democratically elected government, if it passes a law that is not acceptable to you, but you will promise Shariat and seek votes. Ishtaran.
Nobody has promised Shariat. Stop misquoting.
Pranesh,
the Constitution.
Firstly, I did. Now it's a question to me, Pranesh. It's a question to me. Vivek, you had your say. I did not interrupt you. Now, please let me speak. You took my name 2-3 times. I need to answer and clarify. Firstly, I did not think it was possible to bring a bad name to a communist. People anyways understand what communism is all about. But Vivek Srivastava has done the impossible. He starts by saying Muslims after independence did not choose criminal law. It was not Muslims. Britishers made unified criminal law in this country. They didn't have any choice. They were jailed or they were hanged or they were given a sentence as per that which the Britishers did. There was no choice here. What the Britishers did not do is they said we wanted to have a contractual, basically laws of contract, specific relief limitation applicable on India. Criminal laws on India, but the personal laws, they did not want to go into it. That is why our constitution had Uniform Civil Code that we will go into it. But Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru went only into Hindu personal law and codified that, but did not touch Muslim personal law. So that is a very backward position you are taking. Now the second aspect, because Pranesh, you thought about Chinese MOU. What is the position of this great communist on what China is doing to Muslims in Uyghur? 1 million in jail. People have been sterilized there. People forced to eat food they don't want to eat. Mosques taken over. So what is the view of this
Vivek Srivastava only speaks about Indian Muslims.
What is his view on...
Vivek Srivastava only speaks about Indian Muslims. He will not answer that question. I have tried 100 times.
On Karl Marx?
Vivek Srivastava only speaks about Indian Muslims.
Then on communism. Last question. Just last question. Because he's a communist, Karl Marx said religion is the opium of masses. He was talking about all religion. Statement of Lenin, statement of Stalin. The consistent position against religion. And now we have a person in favor of Sharia, which nobody else is supporting. So what is your position there? This is naked hypocrisy because I'll just end up in this. Because the call of not being divided has sent shivers down the spine of those people who want to divide India into regions or into castes.
Is that the reason? Tehseen, is that the reason?
India is something they
okay, Tehseen is speaking. Vivek Srivastava, calm down, sir. When I ask you a question, then you say you know what I'm going to ask. Then you don't answer that question. Now, if you know what I'm going to ask, then at least prepare and answer that question.
No, I answered the question.
You did not.
I answered the question.
You did not. Now let Tehseen come in. Vivek ji.
No, absolutely.
Sir, I have great regards for you, sir. Rukiye, Vivek Srivastava, sir, please.
Okay.
Tehseen, is Shariat possible? First that, and then respond to what Ishtaran is saying.
Pranesh, yours is a very serious show, and you're somebody I have personal lot of admiration and a lot of respect for, both as a journalist and as a human being. Is it possible Sharia comes in? No. Any NGO can make any demand. Somebody can make a demand that they want to have Superman flying around. Doesn't make sense, right? The fact is, it cannot happen. Now, why are these demands come up? Isn't it curious that these demands come up when Maharashtra is facing severe economic crisis for the first time in its history since inception as a state in the great country of India? This is because the BJP wants to divert it. Isn't it curious yesterday, Pranesh, the debates on all news channels were Yasin Malik's wife writing a letter to Rahul Gandhi. Curiously, the letter hasn't reached Rahul. It led BJP spokesperson. Who's polarizing? Now I'm quoting you, Pranesh. My friend, in the opening remarks you said, and I was also making notes, you said, divide Hindus on caste lines, the Prime Minister said, the Honorable Prime Minister said today in his speech in my state of Maharashtra. So is the Prime Minister against the caste census? Because, let me quote, Times of India and Times Now, respected late Arun Jaitley ji, Rajnath Singh ji and Amit Shah ji promised the caste census. So is the Prime Minister saying that these people are also dividing Hindus? Is the caste census out of the window? The fact of the matter is the BJP has no answers for the grievances of Maharashtra. All they want to do is try and polarize. In fact, today the Honorable Prime Minister spoke about 370. Or restoring 370 in a Maharashtra elections. How? How? Just like how can a Maharashtra Assembly election restore 370 in Jammu and Kashmir? Can you imagine what the Prime Minister is diverting because the Prime Minister and his ministers have nothing to speak or offer to Maharashtra?
Tushar Gupta, RP Singh want to respond to you. But answer one question on, logic, Tehseen. You're such a reasonable guy. Are you saying that in Maharashtra election campaign, nothing other than Maharashtra should be discussed? Why was Rahul Gandhi talking about outsiders in Kashmir? Have you gone through what Rahul Gandhi says in his election speeches? Jalebi in Haryana. What is it? The national food of Haryana, the state food of Haryana. What is it? So, this kind of juvenile rhetoric. No, this is, of course, the Prime Minister can talk about any part of the country anywhere else. This is, the Prime Minister, or for that matter, anyone else can talk about any part of the country anywhere else. This is, this is that Rahul Gandhi mindset that look, people from outside are coming and taking your jobs. I mean, really, Tushar, quick response. RP Singh ji, aa raha hu aapke paas.
May I respond to it?
Look, one thing everyone in the opposition acknowledges, Pranesh, is that the Muslims will indeed vote as a consolidated bloc. It's not about getting in Shariat or not. It's not about 370. These are all excuses that they'll use to consolidate the minority bloc. Their end objective is not Shariat or not stopping CA or NRC or any other reform. Tehseen is right there. But their end objective is to ensure that Muslims vote as a consolidated bloc. This is the political reality of our times. It's not about Maharashtra alone. This is about the entire country. I'm stating you something which is very logical, very factual, and can be verified by numbers. Now, when the BJP addresses this, that is where the opposition loses the plot, because they realize that they have consolidated the minority and divided the majority, and that is their only hope to come back to power in 2029. And that is where the Hindu voters at some point will start introspecting. Pranesh, this is not my or your opinion. These are hard numbers. This is what numbers are telling us election after election. So why is the opposition really rattled about it? They should own up. This is their brand of politics. They should own up. Why are they running away from it?
Tehseen, quick response.
Look, there are two things that I want to say. Point number one, if any section of community, be it a religious, be it linguistic, be it sexual orientation, want to vote for a political party, there is nothing wrong in that. That is fine. That is legitimate. Even be it on caste lines. There is nothing wrong in voting if people want to vote. But there's a larger question that I'm asking. And you're right, Pranesh. The Honorable Prime Minister can speak about any issues anywhere, including in my state of Maharashtra, except the Prime Minister says, and I quote him, he says, look, these people, by winning Maharashtra, want to get Article 370 in Jammu and Kashmir. Now I fail to understand how is that possible. The Prime Minister's party is talking about Sharia law in Maharashtra. How is that possible? Yesterday they attacked Rahul Gandhi on the constitution being red in color, the pocket book.
The Prime Minister is not talking about, I'll tell you, you see half the problem, Tehseen, why are we having this debate? Listen, I have a fundamental question. I began by asking Vivek Srivastava, do you condemn this? The problem is this lack of outrage on this, dangerous agenda. Sharia, where are those, the so-called secular champions? Why are they not condemning this outrightly? So you have 180 NGOs extending their support, saying don't vote for Modi, vote for Congress and allies. And then you say, look, Vivek Srivastava is saying how big an NGO is this? How many members are there? Come on, Tehseen, come on.
Let me condemn this. Hold on. Pranesh, one second. Let me condemn this for all your viewers. It is impossible
it is impossible for Sharia to come in India. If the sun may rise from the west, the moon may be a full moon all throughout 30 days.
Vivek Srivastava, Vivek Srivastava, Vivek Srivastava, Vivek Srivastava.
Now ask the BJP to say that the Maharashtra elections have nothing to do with Article 370. They won't say it.
Vivek Srivastava, will you condemn this, sir? Shariat appeal?
Yeah. Condemn what? Look, you are misreading into it. No Sharia is coming into India. Even the Muslims don't want the Sharia law to be followed. The only thing they are trying to say is, do not interfere with our personal laws.
Who is interfering?
We live.
Who is interfering? Where is the interference? Why are you jumping at shadows? Why are you jumping at shadows?
Yes,
where is the interference? The CA, 1 minute, sir. My dear Vivek Srivastava, the CA was passed by Parliament. This says क्या आप हम पर CA, NRC थोपने वालों को वोट करेंगे? The CA is brought in by Parliament. अब पार्लियामेंट जो बोलेगा सड़क पे फैसला होना चाहिए संसद में. आप बताइए कहाँ होना चाहिए?
NRC एक सरकार लाएगी. Sir, अगर if this government and this party is anti-minority, anti-Muslim, do the Muslims have a right to reject them or not? And why is the BJP not coming out with statements which are pro-minority, pro-Muslims?
No, pro-minority.
Why isn't the Prime Minister saying
No, what
that,
is,
yes,
1 minute, sir. What is pro-minority? Vivek Srivastava, what is pro-minority?
Why doesn't
what is pro-minority? What is pro-minority? Do you, 1 minute, do you only think Muslims are in minority, sir? Pro-minority is equal to pro-Muslim for you? This is your warped idea. This is your warped idea. This is a problem, Vivek Srivastava. The world is changing around you quickly. Look what happened to Kamala Harris. Look what happened to Kamala Harris. 1 minute, sir. Minorities, sir, 1 minute. Muslim population कितना है देश में? Vivek Srivastava बताइए.
Yes.
Sikhs are even a lesser minority. RP Singh?
No, Pranesh, the issue is, you are allowing them to spread lies. Do you know that every government scheme, Muslims get almost 30 plus to 30 to 35% share of these schemes, whether it is Ayushman Bharat, whether it is Kisan Samman Nidhi, whether it is Ujjwala scheme, whether it is roof on the head, every scheme. What's the population of Muslims? 14%. Do we discriminate? As I said, it used to be part of the Akhilesh Yadav's time, or it used to be part of the Congress time. They used to discriminate on the name of religion. Here there is no discrimination on the name of religion. But the bigger question is, Tahsin Poonawalla was talking about what do 370 to do with the Maharashtra. Yes, it has to do with Maharashtra also. When you say that you revoke 370, it means you are going against the wish of the parliament. You are going against the wish of the Supreme Court. And in a similar fashion, you can go against the wish of the Constitution.
No, Tahsin can condemn this, but the moment you ask Vivek Srivastava, look what he says. Tushar, we'll have to move on. We'll have to move on. Okay, quick, 30 seconds, Tushar.
I just said, Pranesh, the objective is not Shariat, it's minority vote consolidation. Vivek Srivastava here proved that. Thank you so much, Vivek ji.
Okay.